Lola, sorry. I saw Lulu on here. So really exciting, guys. Super, super duper exciting. I'm going to go ahead and share my video too. We are going to go. So this is how it's going to roll out, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you guys to hop in. The way that this is going to roll out is basically I'm going to interview David. That's the person that we're going to be interviewing today. And he's going to basically talk us through the whole strategy from start to from start to finish, what he used to go from 0 to 63K in cash collected in 16 days with no funnel, no hard, like crazy stuff. He was just doing one or two couple things that I want you guys to use, because this is really, really important for our inner circle. I want you guys to use this. If you have any questions, please write them down. Don't jump in during the interview. This interview is going to be leveraged for future purposes. So I want you guys to, obviously take notes of how we're doing these interviews so that you can use for your own clients. And from there, he's going to answer any questions at the end of it. And then if you guys stay to the end, I'm going to give you guys an amazing bonus. I'm going to give you guys an amazing bonus because you guys are our people. You guys are our inner circle. Who's excited about that? Just put it in the little chat here. Just put like me. I'm excited about that. And then also just let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're coming in from. Oh yeah, there we go. Adam, go ahead and put it in the chat right here. We're about to get started right now in a second. There's a couple more people waiting to get in. Coach Bryce, welcome. Cheryl, I'm gonna shout you guys out again. Lola, Ali, Coach David, Lulu, Magikai, Raul, welcome. Everybody welcome. So awesome. Atlanta. And then also what your business does. Let us know what your business does. Okay. It's funny because what we did the other day, we found two of our members did the same kind of business in a complementary, not competing way. And now they're trading bonuses for each other so they can increase the value of their program. So the reason why we're saying that is so that you guys could use this leverage for your programs in the future. David, are you there? Phoenix.
I am here.
All right. Sounds so good. I am so excited. Who else is excited? I'm freaking pumped, dude. I've been waiting years for this. So me and Adam have both been waiting years for this. Can everyone hear us? Okay.
Can you hear me? I sound clear.
Yeah, you sound good.
All right, cool, man. I got my Yeti here for you.
Niagara. Interesting. Interesting. David, can you turn on your camera or not yet?
Yeah, man. I gotta put on.
There he is.
Hey, David.
Hey.
What's up, man?
There's the cutie himself.
Man. How are you?
Good, man. Thanks for having me, guys.
Good seeing you, man. Hope you've been well.
Yeah. Just finishing up something. I just closed another client right now before we got on here.
Did you freaking really?
Yeah, like I hopped off. I had 2 meetings, so I couldn't send you a message, but I closed just before this.
Dude, that's freaking amazing. So what are you at then, really?
Everything totals about 76,000.
76, dude. In how many days?
Well, I don't know. When did we talk last? 2 days ago? So it's 18 or 19 days.
Oh my gosh, 76 in 19 days, guys. This is the power of like a really good offer with the right target market in the right place.
I call it's funny because Daniel says, man, people get a little scared when you talk like that, but I call it ethically printing money because that's literally what David's doing right now.
Well, I wouldn't take their money if I didn't think I could add value. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, dude, it's all about serving, making sure they can serve. All right, so cool. We're going to get into the interview, guys. Again, if you have questions, put them in the chat. We'll answer them at the end. David's here to serve you guys, and we are too. And that way you guys can start seeing success like that. So first off, David, can you mention a little bit about who you are and what you do currently?
So my name is David Bettis, and I've been in the financial services space for the last 14 years, primarily serving in the tax industry and insurance industry. I built an operation, started with a small operation with one store doing tax returns for simple tax returns, to building it up to about 15 locations in Texas. I've since scaled back in the last few years, and all I focus on kind of a core of stores. I have a multitude of businesses. I say that because I probably have about 10 different things going on. which I've really learned is not the right way to do it. I'm not here to impress you. I'm actually telling you this because I've gotten really clear in the last year as to what I want to really focus on and who I want to be in the world. So today I'm the #1 business coach for tax business owners. We take business owners who are doing 6 figures, take them to 7 figures. That's who I want to be. And that's really what I'm good at. And yeah, I hope was that good? Dan?
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what we're here for. And I think some of people right now are already getting the breakthroughs for that. I think just in that sense right there, it's like, I'm doing so much, but I'm not getting much. And now you're like, I'm all in on this. And I mean, the results show it. So what made you start looking for something else? Like, you were doing the taxes, you had 10 business owners. What made you start looking for, this highly leveraged information type business?
Well, I've always known, so just kind of inherently, I've always been a good, now I can't say I'm a good one. I can tell you that I'm pretty good, but I guess let me step back and say, I've always known that I wanted to help people in a different way in this business, because I have a lot of people that I've worked with in the past that have said, man, you've got, some ideas that I don't have. Can you share them with me? People have always asked me for advice or somewhat of a coaching already kind of environment, but I've never really charged for it or never really structured it in a way to actually to monetize it. And I knew it was possible. I just didn't know how. And it was very difficult for me because maybe some people will have challenges asking for money. I don't have problems asking for money. I have problems delivering the value for the money. That's what I had a challenge with, because the reason that I can close right now, and the reason I'm closing, I think, is just because when I'm delivering to them, I know so well. And I'm literally, I know I'm the best in the world at it, that there's nothing that they could throw at me or ask me that I couldn't help them with. So it makes me feel so confident in saying, hey, I need your money. And they give it to me.
Dude, that's awesome. That's exactly right. Most people will probably be thinking like, no, I want to go into a separate business that I know nothing about. And I got to figure out all the problems of that business. And you're like, nah, dude, I'm just going to go in and just be the guy.
Let me add there, Dan, because what you just said is true, because that's what I was trying to do. I actually was like, well, maybe I should go into, coaching real estate agents, or maybe I need to go into raising money in this thing, or, and maybe I should serve a different audience, because I was thinking of my audience the wrong way. And the reason I was thinking of it in the wrong way is because I was to have money, they can't afford me. And I was thinking of all the things that were just totally wrong, because I didn't really see what I didn't see. I like one of my coaches always tells me, you can't see the picture when you're inside the frame. And I couldn't see how good I was at what I was doing. And I was trying to run away from it. Like, I was literally trying to get away from what I was doing. And I realized, why would I want to start something so new? It's like, it's like getting a divorce and going somewhere new and hoping that you have all the great memories and have your favorite songs and know everybody's favorite color. You don't know that stuff. You have to do it all over again. So you might as well just, make it work. You know what I mean? That's what I did. Made it work.
Dang. And you're already like, you're showing it, right? So you were like looking for your journey was like, I was already successful in my business, kind of successful, but people were just like, hey, let's get on coffee calls. Let's go to lunch. Let's do dinner. And all this crap just kept going and going and going. And it was just like no end in sight. You were helping everybody do nothing.
Correct.
In a sense.
And yeah, because I really never had structure, right? Because I would just give advice, let me give you some of my advice. And advice is exactly what they paid for, right? To get it, which is, I gave it for free. So.
Right. Is it me or you're breaking up a little bit, David?
I don't hear a breakup. Can you hear me?
Is everybody hear David okay? Or is it just me that he's breaking up?
I think it's just you, Daniel.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so you made the transition, you made the jump into like this highly leveraged information type business, right? And so you said, what was the results you're at right now? I just want to kind of recap it again.
76,000.
In how many days?
I think 19 days.
And then, so what have you done to make that possible? Like, did you make a VSL? Did you make a webinar? Did you do high ticket application? What did you, like, is there a lot of things that you put together to make that possible, or what?
Well, first and foremost, I'll be very transparent and say I already had an audience. Not a huge audience, but I have an audience because I've been in the space long enough that people know who I am. I'm networked a little bit. So I already had somewhat of an audience on my Facebook and in my Instagram and things. Now I don't have 1 million followers. I don't even have 5,000 friends on Facebook. So I'm not like tapped out to the point where people all know me. I don't have a bunch of followers on Instagram. I don't have a YouTube channel. So I'm not saying that I'm an influencer. I'll just say that I've built a network over the years because of the businesses I've been in and the things I've done. And so I realized that when I got into this, that I had somewhat of an influence. And so instead of directly like selling something in a webinar or calling people to, sell them and pitch them over the phone, I knew that I inherently needed to find out what they wanted, because the only way that I can solve a problem is if they admit the problem to me. And I already know what their problems are, because if you're an expert in the industry or that you're in, you should already have an understanding of what everybody's going through. But until I can validate that, which is through asking questions, I couldn't make a move. So what I did is I created kind of engagement posts on my social media, asking them to give me feedback on the things that I wanted to coach. So I would ask questions like, what's your number one challenge in your business? What's your number one goal? I mean, really simple, nothing crazy. It's just a very simple way to approach it. And when they gave me their feedback in these surveys or these posts, I used that to kind of create what I'll call my content or my offer. There you go. Not my content, my offer. I used it to create the offer. So I solved the problems that they had. And I knew if one person had it, 2 people had it, 3 people had it, 7 people had it, then there's the correlations there. And that's probably the majority of the problems that are going to be existing. And so I said, well, this is my core. And I said, anybody who doesn't fit into this, obviously I don't want to sell, but if they do, then I try to sell them. And so from there, I would, after I got the surveys, I would then now either message them directly on Facebook or send them an email, or if I had their phone number or something, I would set up a call. And that would just be like a Zoom call, and I would go through my offer and I sell them. That's my formula. I mean, that's all I've been doing. Very simple.
That's it. Is it like, so what's your next goal then? Like, I guess everybody's seeing is like, okay, it's cool to make money once, but how do you make money next time? So what's your next goal for this?
Well, I don't know what my next goal is yet, because I'm still learning a lot. I know I told myself in 90 days, I wanted to make 250,000. Like I knew that was my goal. Like I said that from the beginning. I mean, I feel like I'm on track, but just like everything else, like I think there's a lot of unknowns for me, and the program that I'm in here with you guys has really helped a lot. But obviously I'm, by nature, maybe some of you guys are like this, maybe some of your audiences, by nature, I'm very methodical in my thoughts. Like I'm not the guy that, runs in one direction and realizes he ran the freaking direction, like I really want to make sure I'm going in the right direction at least. And so that if I get to the wrong destination, at least it was thought out enough for me to get to the wrong fucking destination. Right. Like, cause some people just run, and I'm not that guy. Like I can't run like that. So like I mentioned, we've been doing this 19 days or so, but it took me about 5, maybe 10 days prior to that, really conceptualize what I was going to do. I didn't take action right away. It took me about 10 days to like, does this make sense? Is this going to go good? Like I had all these limiting beliefs, challenges, this internal dialogue that really came to me. And then one day I just said, like, I'm just going to start. And it was more of, I already had somewhat of an idea of what I wanted to do. And so my next goal, 250, is where I'm heading. But my next real goal, honestly, is probably to figure out how to monetize the same group to give me residual or subscription money in some form or fashion. Like that's my next target, because I don't necessarily believe that. I believe that there's probably more things they need from me than they know right now.
You're right. You're right. 100% with that. Okay, cool. So what do you think you need to get there to the 250? What do you think?
I need to really, this is all personal. Maybe some of these guys on here are way more advanced than me. But I need to understand this process and the psychology of sales a little bit better. I'm not trying, and I don't think you guys are teaching, you're just giving me like scripts and things to follow. What I'm really trying to do is trying to niche it out, which I think everybody here understands their industry or their customer better than Dan or Adam does here. Like you should know your customer better than these two guys. And so the system that you're giving me to follow, I need to like, I can't just take it and run personally, maybe can, but I got to tweak it to make it very customized to my niche, because it's not always going to be the same dialogue. It's not always going to be the same format, because some of you may be selling an information product that may require different things or prerequisites or at least understanding. And so I'm really trying to make that right. Like all day yesterday, I was working with I do have some assistants, so I'm not doing this all alone. Full transparency. They didn't come to me with Dan or Adam. I actually had these people working with me on other projects. So now I'm training them to get to the point where they can help me with Facebook ads, and not ads. Let me say that. Facebook marketing through friend requests, through the joining of Facebook groups to get to the right people. And I'm like learning the dialogue right now. So I'm watching them create the chats. I'm listening to what they're saying in response, back and forth, the dialogue. I'm trying to understand what people are trying to get from me. Will they respond to certain words, buzzword that we need to have? Now, again, this is just me thinking high level, right? I don't think I'm special at marketing. I think I'm just trying to learn everything I can learn, because I want to be good at this. Like, I got to hit the 250. Got to hit it.
Yeah, dude, Phil Tilt 250. Yeah, let's do this, man. That's awesome. Okay. So what would you tell someone, honestly, if they're on the fence about, working with, me and Adam, or the program, or working, getting involved with it? What would you tell someone that's on the fence about it?
Well, I mean, here's one of the things that I told some people who have joined, not because I was selling this, but here's what I'll do. Some people have told me that they were very concerned about joining because, well, they just weren't clear on what they wanted to offer or what they were going to sell or who they are. Sometimes a commitment like this forces you to get clear, as opposed to being clear first. And it forces you to do the work, because when I put up money, I don't know about you guys, I'm not rich like that. I don't just got, 10 or 20 or whatever number it is, because it's going to go up, but 10 grand is what I paid, honestly. So I don't have just 10 grand to just put down and just be like, well, if it works, it works. Like, I'm not like that. And I have more respect for money than that. And I got to get a return. I'm a businessman. I'm in business to make money. I'm in business to do good. I'm in business to serve people. And so I'm not going to give you my money without fully knowing that I'm going to commit to the project. And so I didn't actually know. I knew who I wanted to serve when I joined. I didn't know how I was going to serve them. So I joined without knowing how, and these guys taught me how. Right? Maybe I'm not unique or anything, but maybe you're thinking, I don't know what. Well, these guys will help you find out what. Just know, in my opinion, each one of you, anybody who watches this, probably has a skill set that is so much more superior than to the rest of the world that you can monetize in some way, shape, or form. And it can be done, because I could see this. I actually probably have 10 skill sets to do this with. I'm just going to focus on one, because it's easier to do one thing than it is to do 10. So I'm going to do that. And you guys can do it too.
Awesome. Cool. So is everybody enjoying this so far? Any breakthroughs, any mindset breakthroughs right now? I want to ask Lola, Ali, Brianna, welcome. Cheryl, Bryce, Lulu, Magikai, Raul, Timothy, welcome everybody. Are you guys having some breakthroughs right now? I want to hear them. Just put them in the chat. Like, did David, are you guys starting to see where David's at with this concept here? Please go ahead and just put it in the chat. I know some of you guys are probably busy. And we're definitely going to hop into now doing more of a tactical level conceptually here of how you did it. So yep. I'll be waiting for that, for you guys to just spam the chat box with some breakthroughs. But also, David, don't overthink. All right, good. Awesome. Choose one direction, go fast. Okay, focus down one thing. Good. Yes, that's exactly right. Focus down, niche down, go hard into one area and very, very fast. Because money loves speed, just like, David loves it, and we love it, and we love to go fast, and so does David, and so do you guys. That's why you're here. You're not.
I call it the velocity of money. the velocity of money.
There you go. And, if it's what me and Adam like to say is if we can help people, it's your moral obligation and ethical obligation to help them and have them pay you a lot of money because their breakthrough is at the other side of their money, of their investment, believe it or not. Okay, so would you mind sharing with us now? Who wants to see like tactically, like how David did it? Like just put in the chat, just put I or something like that, or one or Y. Just put something in the chat if you want to see exactly how David did it. I do. All right, sweet me. All right, cool. I'm so excited for you guys. Okay, cool. So David, walk us through. If you're a complete newbie and you're like, I'm coming into the program, I don't know what the frick to do. How did you go from 0 to 76,000? It's almost unreal in 19 days. What would you say? Step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like, what did you do?
Number one, get clear on who you want to serve. It's the number one thing for me. If you're not clear on who you want to, and I don't mean what you're going to serve them with, right? Like you need to know who you want to serve. Like I didn't know that for a long time. So that's number one for me because I wanted to serve everyone. And you can't serve everyone. It just doesn't make any sense. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It makes your ad spend so much more. It makes your time spent so much more. Just get clear on who you want to serve. And then once you figure out who you want to serve, find out what they want to be served.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just the way, that's how I did it. I said, I want to find out what they want. And once I found out what they wanted, honestly, is what I did is I designed a program that gave it to them.
Right.
And then, I mean, for me, it's really simple. I find the people I want to serve. Next thing I decided is what do they want? Then I built it to meet what they wanted, and then I sold them. I mean, it's 4 steps for me. Now, there's some technical stuff if you want to know. I mean, ask me a technical question, I'll tell you there. But that's really what I did.
Okay, cool. So let's talk like technical. What did you do on your Facebook, and how did you roll this out? Because there was a specific framework for how you rolled it out. Go for it.
So number one, I segmented my audience. I went on Facebook. I segmented the audience that I wanted to target. Since I had an audience, I went and I put everybody who I wanted to target, which is in the same industry that I'm in. I put them all on a Facebook friends list and I targeted them directly. And I didn't target them with ads. I targeted them by posting things that would engage them. So they don't know that I'm targeting them directly because they don't know that they're on a list. Like they would never know that. So I'm just posting stuff and they think I'm targeting the world. They think I'm talking to the world, right? But I'm really just talking to them. It's like channeling right at them. I even got really specific, just to be clear, yesterday, and I'm testing this now. There's some people that I could not close that I actually put like up just for them.
Nice.
So I'm going to be in their face a little bit because that one I really want to close. Because when you know you can serve somebody and you know they can benefit from it, you really have an ethical obligation to keep pushing on them. It's hard to sell something I don't believe in, and I really believe in this. By the way, for the last, I'd say for the last 6 years, to be clear, guys, I've been in a CEO role. I haven't been in a sales role. So I have to sell people on ideas to do things in our businesses or with my teams, whatever. So I've sat in a bigger role. I didn't necessarily have to sell dollars. I sold ideas. So it is a big transition for me to go from asking people to just enroll in my whatever I'm asking them to do than to asking them for $7,000. Like it's a totally different mindset for me, which has forced me to really understand what I'm doing. So I went targeted them directly on Facebook. And once I got them on that list, I made the list. I started just posting things like, tax business owners, what are the number one challenges that you are facing today in your business? And comment below. And then things like hints, like now I'm posting a lot of hints. I'm posting things like, I just had a great group session with my tax business owners. Here's a quote from one of the guys in my group who is winning. Like today, just to be clear, I got this super cool feedback from our first coaching session that is just, if I shared it with this group, you would just be blown away because the guy took so much initiative from what I coached him on or coached the group on that he went and he did it and he sent it to me like to show me what he did and literally almost brought me to tears because it was really powerful. Not only that I helped him through something, it was what he was using it to do. It was just so powerful to me. And so I'm going to use that. I asked him for his permission to be able to use what he sent me as a guide so I can share with the rest of my members and probably do a little teaser on Facebook to that same audience that I'm targeting. So that's really what I'm doing. I'm just teasing people. Now, the problem with this so far for me is I need to get more people on that list. Like the people are eventually going to unfriend me or some shit. So
yeah.
So that's what I've done strategically.
Okay. So number one, you target the list. Number two, you ask them, was there a specific, because I know I gave you like the specific, here's one post, here's two posts. Here's
you
posts.
gave me some posts. I don't remember what they were, honestly. I mean, you told me a bunch of stuff. Then once I started targeting people enough, then I decided to go with an approach that Dan recommended, which was to kind of like, I'll call it part the C. You know, basically some people are going to be on this side with you, which are with me, and some people are going to be against me. I didn't realize what I was doing there. I just kind of followed and I did it. And I got like 400 comments from people who were with me.
That's insane. Holy crap.
Yeah. And a lot of people I hadn't talked to in years, people I didn't really know very well. But all, you know, I'm with you. I love you. You're doing good. Thank you so much. You do. We appreciate you. Like, people, the woodworks there, Ben. And so they're all afraid now. And actually it's kind of changed because I get so much engagement these last like week. Like every post I do now, every video that I do, anything I do on Facebook, I get like 30 comments now. Nothing less. Like, and it doesn't, and it could be anything. I can go live. I go live some days at 6 a.m. and I get like 20 people on there, and all 20 of them are commenting and saying shit to me. All from that one post that I did, the line in the sand.
Yeah, the part the C's. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So number one, you target the list. Number two, you ask them, but you also did it with I think I gave you like this, I'm on a mission, the mission post. So
I'm on a mission to help so many people.
Yeah. So you gave them that mission post and they commented on it. And then you took them to an appointment, to a call, and then from the call you took them to the close, right?
Yep.
Okay, is everybody taking notes on this? This is exactly what we're teaching here, is how to go from that to appointments. The goal here is appointments.
Let me get a little technical with my sales call. I have not watched, by the way, I have not witnessed anybody else do a sales call. So I don't know what they're supposed to look like. So I haven't seen Adam. I mean, I've seen Adam coach me a little bit, but I haven't seen him close. So I don't know exactly how he's doing it, or Dan doing it, or anybody's doing it. So I don't know that, right? But I know this, the whole point of a sales call for me is to make sure that I'm solving the right problem for them. So all I'm doing in that call for them is really getting to know the person a little deeper, getting them to connect with me at a higher level. So typically for the first 10 minutes, I'm not even talking about an offer. I'm not talking about anything. I'm just trying to get to know them. That's usually how I get it. So my sales calls are going like 45 minutes to an hour now. They were at 30 minutes at the beginning, and I was getting very shitty results. So mine are going to a 45 to an hour, but I don't like going that long. But for $7,000, I'll go an hour and a half, So I get to connect with them. Once I connect with them, then I have them, then I share my story. Usually I don't share it at the beginning. I'm literally listening to them for 10 minutes. Tell me about your business. Tell me about what's going on. Tell me about your challenges. Tell me about your people. Tell me about your goals. Tell me where you're doing, tell me about your life. Really, I'm really trying to find out about the person. Once I get that, I go into talking to them about my journey. And, because typically we're in the same industry, so I'm trying to share with them. And usually whatever they have told me about their journey or what they're going through, I tie back to what I'm going through or what I've been through. So if they say, like today, the guy was talking about, he's got a lot of good structure, he's got a good organization, but it's a young team and he's going through a lot of challenges that he's got. And so I tied that back to when I was growing to 15 stores. There was a time where I had a very young team. Like, in fact, 89% or 90% of my team was all brand new. And I shared with them the struggle, the challenges that I faced, and how I overcame those things through the right, coaching, through the right structure, through the right system. And so basically I'm telling him how I can solve his problem. And then once I get to that point, I'm like, okay, so it sounds like based on what you answered your survey, I may be able to work together. But do I have your permission to share with you the offer? And then I'll walk through the offer with him without showing him price, by the way. I build so much value all the way through. I don't talk about money. I don't just show him, like, this is what I'm going to do. And this is what this is going to do for you. And remember the problem that you said you had, this solves it. And I just walk them through that process and then want them to see it all. I'm like, do you have questions through the whole thing? Can you all hear me? Because it said my internet was low. We good? Mm-hmm. Okay. And so once I get through the whole presentation of the price, I say, okay, do you have any questions? And I go, I bet you the only question you have is how much? And they're like, yep, that's exactly it. Cool. All right. So do I have your permission to present the opportunity to join this program? And they say, yes. I turn over the page again. I go through the whole stack one more time with values now. 3,000, 2,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. But I'm not just saying numbers. I'm actually reading out the offer one more time. Remember how this is what this solves. Remember how this is what this solves. Remember how this is what this solves. And then at the end, I value it at $29,000, but you can buy, or you can invest today for $69.97. And then I'm like, so how do you want to take care of this? Do you want to join today? And then it's just, then it becomes a dialogue. Sometimes I have to go through some objections, and I'm not a good salesman. I'm not, I mean, I'm not bad, but I'm not like some, I'm not Brad Lee or Cardone or something, I'm just working through their objections. Today, the one before this took me an hour and a half to close. An hour and a half. And it took me having to beat him up because he was trying to give me excuse after excuse. And they were all excuses. It was never really a challenge. He was just one of those people who just didn't want to make a decision. And so I was forcing him to make a decision, and I wasn't pushy about it. He was just like, well, I want to talk to you about let me share this. Do you mind me sharing this one? This is going to be good.
Sure.
The guy tells me that he wants to talk to his team before he makes this commitment. And I said, okay, tell me about your team. Who's on your team? He goes, well, I have these 2 girls. They're kind of my leaders, and then this and that. And I said, okay, so tell me with them. Well, I'm going to share with them what you shared with me. And I said, okay, well, what would a benefit would that have to them? And he goes, well, I want them to know that I'm willing to make this financial commitment so they could, benefit from it. And I said, okay, tell me how long they've been with you. And he goes, well, one girl's been with me for like 4 months. The other one's been with me like 45 days. And I said, so are you telling me that you're going to allow your team, who you believe in, right, so far, but hasn't been with you that long, to make a financial decision in your business that may impact you, but they may not be here 45 days from now? And he says, well, I never thought about it that way. And then he walks me through it. Well, I just want to make sure they understand. I said, well, look, why wouldn't you want them to benefit? Why couldn't they benefit from this? He goes, I don't know how they couldn't. I said, so then why would we need to talk? Why do we need to talk to them when you really are the person that needs to get this more than them? And it was really just him telling me that he didn't want to make a decision. That's all he was telling me. He didn't say no. And so maybe my objections handling isn't the best, but I didn't let him go because I knew he was bullshitting me on the things that he didn't want to do. And it was not trying to say like I'm a forcey salesman, guys, because I literally was having this conversation with him. And then I said every time I handled an objection, I said, I'm not trying to force you to give me money. I said, what I'm trying to help you do is make a decision. So you can tell me, no, I don't want to do this, or you can tell me yes, but a maybe really doesn't cut it, And so end of the day, he made the commitment. Like I forced him to make a decision, not to spend his money, to make a decision. And he did. And he's going to be very thankful for it because he told me the whole way through, everything you're going to give me is going to benefit me significantly. And he also told me, by the way, oh, I'm in this other coaching program and I'm giving money over here. And I was like, bro, like if you got money to pay them, you definitely got money to pay me, right? So anyways, yeah, that was the story from today.
That's awesome, dude. I had an objection once that said, let me pray about it. I was like, okay, it's interesting.
Whoa, that's a good one. I've never had that one. I don't know what I would say, but I
didn't know what to do.
I would come up with something. Why don't we pray about it? Come on.
Okay, awesome, man. Well, does anybody have any questions? For those of you going to stick around to the end, I think David has been more than happy to share his values, share his wins with us, and share with you guys what he's been doing. But if you have some questions, I want to open it up to to the people that are on this right now. If you have questions, please ask them, because David's here. He has a business to run, as you guys know. Don't, please don't jump off this and then go bombard him and be like, what's going on? What am I doing? What should I do? Don't ask David. That's what we're here for. So ask him right now, because once he gets off this, he's got a business to run, as you all do. And so I want you guys to, value his time and make sure that it's valuable for everybody here. And not just go bombard his messenger, because he's got tons of messages. So do we. But our goal is to get you guys successful. His goal is to have himself success and not like have to, bring people, drag them along with him. And I'm not saying that out of spite. I'm saying that out of love, because you guys invested with us. And so we want to help you. And so he's here right now to help you. So what is I am on a mission? Great question. Great question.
What do you mean I'm on a mission?
The mission
Freedom
post.
Nation. Freedom Nation, maybe?
No, I think she's talking about, Cheryl, are you talking about, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up to Q&A, and I'll go ahead, and if you have a chance, if you have an opportunity, I will let you talk, Cheryl.
Yes, the post he mentioned, I am on a mission. What is that? What kind of post is that?
Oh, and I'm going to just use my memory here, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure Dan gave this to me, which was, I'm on a mission to help 5 people, change their business, right? Dan, am I on the right track? Because I did something like that, like grow their tax business this tax season. I'm just basically calling to action. And Dan, can you rephrase one for me? Because I don't remember, honestly.
Yep, I'll tell you what it is, Cheryl. I'll answer that for you. So David, and we're giving this to, if you're on this call already, you're going to get this, and congratulations, amazing. But the only way you're going to get this is if you do one favor for me. Can you guys do that one favor for me?
Yep.
Just say yes. It's fine. You can just type Y in here. Yes. All right, cool. So after this interview right now, if you got value from it, I want you to go post in our group. I want you to post this in our group. I would even type it out for you, and I'm going to tell you exactly the mission post that he gave you. I'm going to give it to you because you're our inner circle. I'm going to give you the SOP that he used, exactly like post by post by post, by day by day by day, the steps he used, the exact things he used. I'm going to give you the SOPs for it, but I need you to do me this favor. So I'm going to give you the post right here. And you're going to post this into the group that we're in, our 7-figure systems. Go right now, before we go any further, I want you to stop what you're doing. Go post that in the group. Use that sexy little background. Post that in the group. You can change it a little bit, but make sure it sounds exciting. Do me that favor, and we're definitely going to break it down real quick. So we got like 15 minutes, guys, so let's not waste any time. Can everybody do that? Lola, Coach Bryce, Cheryl, Adam, Tim, Raul, can you guys go do me that favor if you want this SOP for you? Again, it's not, he's doing it. It's for free for him. He's going to keep doing and killing it. This is for all of you guys. This is for us. This is for marketing. This is for change. This is for how we're going to move it. We're going to be movers and shakers in the industry. And so I need your help. The only way we're going to do it is together. And I was telling Adam and I were telling our team earlier, I was like, look, we're going to do it with or without you. We'd rather do it with you. So you better get on the boat. And just comment done when you get that done, and I'm going to walk you through the framework. Done. Awesome. Thank you, Lola. Thank you, Lola. Now, David, you have questions for us, like me and Adam, since you have us on here. We're going to hop on the coaching. What's the question? The question, what do you mean? What's the question? What does that mean? Coach Bryce, I'm going to ask you to unmute. Go ahead and ask that question.
I was actually busy closing a deal that I just closed by text. So what was your question about SOPs?
Wait, hold on. You closed the deal? How much?
3,000.
3,000, dude. Congrats, bro.
Thank you. This is from my own funnel, though. It wasn't from a Facebook funnel.
That's all good, man. It's all good. Still closing deals.
Yes.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give the SOP of how David went from 0 to 76,000 in 19 days from posting simply on his Facebook. And I gave him specific posts. I'm going to give it to you guys because you guys are part of our inner circle. So what I need you to, you want that or not?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So what I want you to do is go to our 7-figure group and I want you to copy and paste what I just sent you right there in the chat and just post it inside the group right now. And then comment done once you got it done.
All right.
Cool. Cool. Does anybody else have any questions for David right now? We have him here. I'm going to tell you through the mission post, but like knock your comments out here in the chat box. Done. Okay, good. Very good. Wow. Are you guys getting value from this? All right. Yes, thanks. Okay, good, Lola. Awesome. You got some direction now. So here's the post, okay? I'm going to show you the post because I actually gave it to Raul Gomez. He's on the call with us here. I'm going to show you exactly what it is because he just did it not too long ago. Raul Gomez, where are you? And how many appointments did you get from this one, Raul? I think you're on the call.
Maybe he's
I'm here, brother. Can you hear me?
Yep. How many appointments have you gotten so far from this one post?
I have 2 confirmed, but I'll probably set another 3 today. So by the end of today, maybe about 5.
All right, cool. So you guys are gonna get this right here. It's gonna be the easiest.
And he posted
probably
this what, yesterday? It was yesterday, right? Or Wednesday?
I did my call with you guys on Wednesday.
Right. Yeah, time's flying way too fast. I lose track.
Look at this, December 8th. Look at all these comments, guys. This is the mission post. Number 1, that's all you do. Okay, so you're just gonna put, this is exactly what David did. This is exactly what Ro did. This is exactly what you guys are gonna do to get appointments. So I'm on a mission to help. How many people are you gonna help? What's the big promise you're gonna do in what time frame? Who's with me? And then they comment, you comment on their comment. Do I have permission to PM you? Again, you're gonna get this SOP as long as you guys comment inside the group. As long as you guys comment in the group and do the copy and paste that I just showed you, you guys will get the SOPs for the whole structure. It's not just this one post. There's multiple posts to it. Okay, so look, he has 2,000 friends. It's even less than David. So if it can work for Ro, if it worked for David, it can work for me. It can work for you too. Okay, so he says that people start just going crazy and start probably messaging him left and right. Like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm ready, right? Do I have a permission? They say yes. You send them a DM saying, hey, hey, I want to talk to you a little bit more about it. Do you have time to chat? They say yes. You get them on a call. You figure out their time that works for them. You get on a call. You sell them the vision. Does that make sense? Am I going too fast for everybody? This is the mission post right here. All right, cool. Anybody have questions about that specifically? No questions? All right. All right, I guess nobody wants to make money. I'm just messing with
Hey,
you guys.
I have a question for you, David. How much of your success so far has been just the ability to take action with anything, even with a lack of clarity, and just like really believing that you had something valuable to offer and that you're going to eventually figure it out no matter what? Can't hear you. Muted.
Sorry, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That question was a little long, man. So
Oh, okay. Let me rephrase it for you. How much of your success was, and I'm asking this because, from experience, I see that a lot of people have a blockage in, because they don't know what to do or they're not sure how things will unfold. even if they're given a plan or a pathway, they don't really take much action on it. What I have noticed about you, like if I look at your Facebook profile, man, like ever since Daniel started working with you and I, we started working with you, you've been posting like crazy.
Yeah.
Like you're just every single day, boom, 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 back to back. So how much of your success has equated to the fact that you just took immediate action on what was given to you, no matter what the circumstance was?
Let me actually tell you why that actually happened. And I'm going to attribute, real honest, probably about 80%. The other 20 was me like figuring out a few things on, not on my own, but like getting clear on something. So let me tell you why my Facebook is kind of blowing up. Because I gave up focusing on everything else and focused on one thing. And because I was able to do that, what really changed it, what I used to have a big challenge with, so I've always wanted to post on Facebook. And if you're on here, say yes, like I always want to post shit. Like I always want to be, I want to be known. I wanted people to know who I was. I've always liked to share my opinions. I've never been controversial, which I'm going to start being. Or polarizing, that's a better word to say. But I never knew what to focus on because I have 10 effing things to talk about. Like I had 10 companies, so I got 10 this, I got 10 that. So when I really decided to join the program and commit to doing one thing, what it did is it made me stop talking about everything else and just focus on one thing. And now it's easy to talk, it's easy to message, it's easy to post, it's easy to engage because I'm not worried about because I don't need to think about the 13 other things that I should have been thinking about yesterday. I just focus on the one thing, which is my tax business owners. That's it. And so everything I create is to engage with them. Like everything, every post, every video, everything is really to connect with them. Instead of thinking, well, I got to connect with, because I have a real estate investment portfolio. So I'm always trying to find real estate. I have an insurance agency that's in a national front. We have agents all over the country. Right. I have an actual tax business where I have tax customers. I have a bookkeeping and an accounting firm. We just purchased a CPA firm. Right. I have holdings in real estate that I have to manage personally. We have tenants. I got a wife, I got a dog, I got, people who need me. We manage marketing for certain people. Like we do all of these things. Right. And I'm trying to be the best at all of them. And I suck at all of them. So I said, F that. I'm not going to focus on any of this stuff. I'm just going to focus on this one thing. I'm going to be the number one guy in the tax space that takes people from 6 to 7 figures and beyond. And I'm going to make it myself the authority in that by branding myself every single day as a person that you want to be in the room with. It's number one, and that you want to get coaching from. So I'm going to be that guy. And all I have to do every day is just make posts that get me to that guy. That's it. And it becomes so easy. It's so clear. It's so clear to me. So I go on Facebook, by the way, I have friends and I know people who are trying to somewhat do these things that I'm doing. The problem that they have is they're so unclear. They post stupid meme posts and they post stupid videos and they wear stupid clothes and they hang out with stupid people and they do the stupid things. And I hate to be rude to people, but if you know where you're going, then you market everything to that direction. Every post, every engagement, every viewing, like my background is a representation of where I want to go, to be in the effing room. You see what I mean? Like you guys see that? Like I'm there. It's not my house. I am at home, but that's my background. The shirt that I'm wearing is telling you that I'm a professional. You see, like I'm trying to put that image out there every effing day. And so it's gotten real clear because of this program, like real effing clear. And now that's why you see me kind of being a little louder, because I know where I'm going. I don't need to worry about thinking about it.
I love it, man. Thank you for answering that.
Hope I didn't get a little strong on you.
No,
Dude, I love it. We love it.
I am like that all the time. That's literally, if anyone, like, I mean, all of you guys have probably talked to me and probably sold you guys into the program. It's literally how I converse with people.
That's how I talk to people when I'm doing the sales calls too, by the way. I'm like, I get pretty high up, but I'll tell you guys, for those of you who are doing sales calls, I'm not trying to talk about psychology of sales or anything, but you do have to go up and down with them. You know what I mean? You got to connect, and you can't just go high energy when somebody's got lower energy, and you can't go lower energy when so you got to have an idea of that. And I've just been blessed, honestly. I've been blessed with the gift of communication. Like I'm very good at that. I'm very good at reading people. I'm very good at moving in their direction. I'm very good at understanding needs. that's been my gift. Like, I think my coach calls it a birthday gift. You were gifted with it at birth. So maybe not everybody has this, but I would say if you follow a system, it should be easy for you to do, right? You don't need to have these gifts. I'm just a little more gifted in that area, but you may be gifted in automation, or you may be gifted in systematic approaches, or you may be good in following orders, because I'm not that good at that, you know. Dan and Adam know, because I don't challenge them, but if they send me something, I'm always like, is that the right move? Can I do it better? Can I do this shit? And then Dan's like, just do it. I'm like, okay, I'll just do it. Like,
I love it. I love it. Yeah, no,
Awesome.
I agree. I agree on that. Just to add one more point on the aspect of having that energy on calls, because what I will mention to you guys right now is just a quick bonus is on your sales calls, understand that you are the decision maker, not the prospect. The prospect buys into your program because of your confidence, because they're relying on you to make the decision for them based off what they mentioned to you. So I have like literally, I had a call a couple of days ago where the guy was on the fence, not really like sure what to do or what not to do, or if he wanted to move forward. And he told me he's been trying to do this for like 6 months, has had no success. And so I literally got to a point with him and I just looked him straight in the face and I was like, listen, man, you've been trying to do this for 6 months and you've been running around with no results. And if I let you go right now, you're going to add on another 6 months of your life with absolutely no results. You mentioned this, and this is why I am telling you, you have to get started and sign up with us today. So what's your credit card number? Let's get you rolling. And then he was like, oh shoot. Okay. All right, fine. Let's do it. So I will, that like, that attitude on the close is very important because that's what they look for, that pedestal.
They're looking to make sure and validate that you are the authority. They
Yes.
are.
That you're the right partner for them, and
they're looking for somebody to guide them. They're not looking to be sold. And by the way, I have told people, I don't think you're a good fit for my program. So don't hear me all out. Everybody on, this is not to say that you should do this or not. I'm just going to tell you, when I talk to people ethically, I have told them that you're not a good fit. Like, I know you're not. And the reason I'll know is because I take that 10 minutes to understand who they are, what they're trying to accomplish. And the reason maybe I am the right person, but my program's the wrong program. So I can't solve it. And I don't want to recreate another program. I don't want to redo everything. I don't want to solve a problem I don't want to solve right now. So I've told them no, right? And I've also had people tell me that they don't think I can solve their problem before I even get to solving or telling them how I can solve it. And then what I'll do, I've done this the reverse way. I've told people, you know what? I don't think you are the right fit, because they make me feel like they don't want me to sell them. And then I kind of flip it on them and I'll be like, so that's cool. We don't need to continue forward. And then they'll be like, but wait, you got to talk about it. And I'm like, well, I mean, I don't think it's going to benefit you. And then they'll beg me to sell them. And then I get into the sales cycle and then I sell them.
That's insane, dude. That's
it.
the reps, dude. That's the reps coming up, bro. That's insane.
I'm not saying I'm a badass in sales, by the way. I just kind of feel when you have so much conviction behind what you can do for someone, it's easy to have this much confidence in the sale. Easy. It's like super easy for me. I'm not scared of it. I'm not fearful of it. I'm not worried if they ask me a question because my conviction is so high. Now I know so if I would have done this in any area that I'm not an expert at or I'm not the best at, I would have said, okay, you know what? I feel like I can't do it. And that's why I didn't go anywhere else, because I would have felt like a snake oil salesman. That's really how I feel. Like I wouldn't have been serving people. I would have actually just been taking their money. And I just literally, I wish I could, like, I wish I had that in me, but I don't.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate all your time today. I appreciate all the time.
Well, let me ask you guys 2 questions real quick. Is that okay with you guys?
Sure. Yeah, please.
So and this is me, guys. I'm gonna grill them real quick. Is everybody cool with that? Because I really want you to get something here, and you'll see what I mean. So Adam, tell me why you believe somebody should buy this course or invest in this program.
There's many freaking reasons.
Number one reason.
Me and Daniel's philosophy is we will cross oceans for you to make sure that you win. And we have built up these skill sets over the past 5+ years, failing and eating shit ourselves so that everyone on this call doesn't have to. We have invested hundreds of thousands. I personally, I don't know about Daniel, I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into different programs to learn what I know today. And I think the ethical morale is what stands above all. I have the skill sets necessary to guide. I have the ability and the knowledge to be able to get you the win. And I have the ethical morale that I can't sleep at night knowing my clients aren't happy with the service we're delivering.
Very good. Good insight, by the way. And I do believe that. Now, he didn't flutter on that, so that you guys can hear that his conviction is true. And the statements are really true. I can say the same thing about myself, right? So that's really good. So Dan, tell me what is the one thing that you got out of this call that would benefit everybody here?
Well, there's beliefs that people on this call have that you broke. So you're welcome, everybody. Dude, and I say this with all the love, guys. I'm freaking phenomenal at marketing and systems. I am phenomenal. And I don't say that because, you know, I'm some type of something great, but I've stand on the shoulders of giants of greatness. And because of that, I've learned a thing or two. So when me and Adam tell you, like, do this thing and you don't know why, just do the thing. And then you figure out why you did it. And I say that with all the love and conviction. You can hear it in my tonality, is that, like, I've been there. I've been eating crap. I've been like listening, watching, paying attention to the marketplace for so freaking long. So when I say, let's go, it's go time. Like, it's freaking go to, like, you're taking the rocket ship. And so one of the guys, Andy, he probably won't see this, or I wish he did, but he said, like, dude, this is a freaking rocket ship. You're attaching this to my business. And Adam's like, yeah, it is. So the one thing I got from this is, one, y'all's beliefs about maybe I should be doing everything to everyone should probably change to, let me be the best in the world at one thing and be the category king of that one place. And all the good things will happen from it. Your team will thank you. Your family will thank you. Your friends will thank you. Your team will get bonuses. Your family will love you. Your parents will, your girlfriend will love you more. Your kids will love you more. You know, things are just open up for you. Yeah, you have, yeah, exactly. I don't say it, but your friends on your Facebook will get aligned with you. They'll be like, oh my gosh, you're finally doing something. You're not teeter-tottering no more. You'll stop caring about what people think about you. You'll post without like fear. You'll be released. Really, you'll release yourself. That's what it really comes down to.
And I will add on to that question, David. I don't know. I don't think I've spoke much about this, but I dropped out of college at the age of like 17, and I did it for one reason.
College?
Yeah, college. Yeah.
That's what I said, bro. That's exactly what I said.
What? Oh yeah, I got in at like 15. I was homeschooled from 3rd grade till college, so I was skipping grades.
Okay.
I've always been a free thinker. My mom has always taught me, like, be a free thinker. Don't limit yourself to the boundaries of society. And so I got into college, and I always knew I wanted to do something big. And it's not because of the money. Like, the money is like the cherry on top. It's what, like, helps feed the family, feed other people, help other people, which is cool. But for me, it's always been that, like, I remember going to class telling myself, okay, like, I want to learn how to build a business in this industry. But this professor over here now, unless you're in grad school and undergrad, you don't really get, like, people who are, you know, successful in those worlds teaching you how to do certain things.
Nope.
And my concept was, how can I go make millions in this industry when this professor, with all due respect, is doing 50K a year, living a full-time miserable job? Like, I don't want to, this is not, like, it didn't click. And so I dropped out with one mission, one vision. I was like, I want to create a company where I help other entrepreneurs that have previous success in what they do, create an educational system to really innovate and renovate the entire world and how people learn. I want to be able, because my biggest problem when I started was I had no connections, no network. I didn't even know coaches existed. Like, I was like, a coach to me was like a basketball coach or like a soccer coach, you know, like you go for sports. I had no idea there was such thing as, like, you can go pay someone money and they'll teach you how to build an entire business. And so I was like, I have to figure this out. I want to like help other people who are struggling to build their dreams, be able to get easily connected. I want to build a company where anybody can approach me and say, hey, dude, I want to get into this industry. And I'm like, yeah, talk to this guy, talk to this guy, talk to that guy, talk to this guy. And so for me, building this program is way deeper than just the whatever, 10, 15, $20,000 you guys spend into it. It's much more than that for me. And that's why me and Daniel go above and beyond to making sure you guys win, because we really want to be able to create an environment when people could come to you and trust you guys to serve and serve the community.
Good stuff, man. Thanks, man. You were a young success.
That's what I said, dude. I was like, dude, who the freak goes to college at 15? What kind of freaking?
Yeah, man.
Anyways, all right, guys. So thank you so much, David. I took up more of your time. I'm so sorry about that. And I appreciate all you guys on here. I appreciate all you guys jumping in. Timothy, Lola, Bryce, Ali, Cheryl. Let me see who else we had here. Majikai, Raul. I thank all you guys for coming in here. We have a coaching session in 30 minutes. If you can make it, that's awesome. We will walk through each individual mission post. If you want to do that, we can hop in there. We'll ask some questions. We'll knock it out. But I appreciate you, David, and keep killing it, brotherhood. We'll communicate pretty soon so we can take you to the 250K.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
Later, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Later, guys. Bye.